Caps Ninjas. Here we are again today at the Caps Dojo, and we are going to be discussing another technique with the short stick. What we're going to be discussing today is a backhand strike with the short stick. And this is a great technique from here. If you're being attacked from the side and you have something in your hand that might resemble a stick, this is a great technique for being attacked from the side or maybe even from behind. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take the stick from here. Now, of course, I'm going to have my hammer grip that we've discussed before, where I have all 4 digits, my thumb right there around it, like I'm trying to make a fist as hard as I can. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stick from here. It's going to come over, and toward the tip of the stick, it's going to touch my opposite side shoulder. So whatever hand it's in, it's going to touch the opposite side shoulder. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot. I'm going to use my legs. I'm going to use my hips. And I'm going to use my shoulder to bang, strike. Okay? Now, this is a nice, quick strike. Okay? We're just trying to pop. All right? So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm kind of leery because somebody's coming up from beside. It touches my shoulder. I turn and I pop. And I bring it right back. Notice my hands are up in kind of like a guarding position because I don't know if this person's trying to grab me or punch me or whatever. Okay? So from here, I've got the stick. I'm kind of keeping an eye open. I see somebody approaching from the side. So from here, touches my opposite side shoulder, using my legs, hips, turn my whole body, and I just pop. Now, something very, very important that I like to talk about here, whenever I'm popping with the stick, from here, if I'm being attacked, you're from the attacker's point of view now. From here, if I go here to strike, notice it's bang, and I get it right back. Bang, and I get it right back. Okay? I don't do this crazy whoosh as hard as I can. Okay? Because if I swing as hard as I can and I miss, look what I've done here. I've left myself wide open for attack. Okay? And I don't want to do that. So make sure that whenever you're using stick, notice I'm kind of watching, I'm noticing things going on. From here, I touch, bang, stand, get back. Bang, stand, get back. And the great thing about this is from here, it's a nice quick strike. If I pop it just right, boom, and I bring it back like I'm supposed to, it can set up my and dash that we've talked about in other videos. So I can pop, turn, and run. It can be that distraction. It's very painful. Okay, even just a little pop with the stick is extremely painful, especially if it's right in the face. So I just hear pop and I go. Pop and I take off running. Okay, so make sure that after you practice the strike a few times, you get used to that. Make sure you practice pop, pivot, run. Okay, pop, pivot, run. Make sure that is part of your practice because remember, we're not trying to battle with somebody that's twice our size. Okay, now here we are. We're going to practice the backhand strike with the stick, with the short stick, on the striking mannequin. Now, this is one of the great uses for the striking mannequin because you have all these areas that you're striking for. Sometimes when you're striking a heavy bag, you kind of zone out a little bit and maybe you're not too focused on the areas that you're hitting, okay? And we always want to visualize those areas. The more you visualize, the more realistic your training is going to be. Okay, so from here, whenever I use a stick, and of course, remember guys, practice responsibly. When you start striking things with the stick, that's when things can get dangerous. So make sure that you do have a responsible adult around to make sure that nobody gets hurt, and always train responsibly and be responsible with the weapon. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to practice the side strike, and I want to strike right here in the facial mask area. Okay, everybody refers to this as the facial mask because it's the area that a mask would be if you were wearing a mask. So from here, what you're going to do is from here, I'm just standing here, and of course, I'm kind of aware of what's going on. This person's coming up. I'm seeing they're reaching out to grab or maybe strike in some sort of way, and I just go here, strike, pop. Okay, and I'm just aiming for the tip of the nose, right here, the philtrum, where this area right here. If you can pop the nose and eye area, that's usually the best because that's going to distract them. It's going to cause them to probably take a step back, bring their hands to their face because it stings so bad, and that's going to give you your opportunity to boom, run away. Okay, so from here, again, I'm going to practice my strike. And of course, once I practice that a few times, then I want to add the pivot and dash. So from here, it'd be strike, pivot and run the opposite direction of where the bad guy is. So it's here. Push and take off running. Okay? Push and take off running. All right, y'all. Have fun practicing with the short stick at home. Remember, practice safe with a responsible adult around.